Let's take a peek into Mustang Fieldhouse. Looks like Davis County still holding on to a close lead there, 42-35, and they are in the fourth quarter back in Davis County. So again, keeping an eye on that one, as well as the Albia EBF game. Looked like the Rockets, who came into tonight with an unblemished 7-0 SEC record, and found themselves a little bit of trouble there through the opening 16 minutes, having only put 14 points on the board and trailing against the Albia Lady D's on the road by 4. They've opened up a comfortable 13-point lead there in the fourth quarter at latest check, 33-20 against Albia. So they may well be avoiding a potential road upset tonight. Here, Chariton has their largest lead at 11, 54-43. As we're back to action, Snook dribbling through some traffic. Walrad hit the deck. Dorn fires a three, short. And it kicks back to the corner where Maddie McCoy awaits. And she'll keep it herself. Back the other way for Clarke. Approaching the halfway point of the fourth quarter, Allie Henry again couldn't bank it in. Snook got the rebound. The 7th for Mackenzie Snook. McGee stops in transition, almost drugged that foot with her, but able to keep it down. And we play on in the half court. McGee surveying, 15 on the shot clock. We have passed the middle point of the fourth. Now 10 on the shot clock. Snook gets it at the free throw line. Kick out Kane. Sydney Kane back to McGee, 5. Snook right elbow, dribbles in, all the way in, and finish with the left hand. There's not much defense you can play against that. 13-point lead for the Chargers, 3.5 to go. Dunbar kicks to Walrad. She fires another rainbow three and hit it. Man, Jasmine Walrad, have yourself a game, young lady. Came in, hit 7 threes all year. Tonight, she's got 5. And 15 points to show for it. Still, Chariton leads by double digits at 10, 56-46. Allen Winston stripped. Oh, almost. She got it back. Josie Dunbar reached in there and poked it away, and now we got a hold. If that's on Walrad, that's 5. But no, they get Dunbar, her 4th. So 2 starters sitting with 4 fouls each. Jasmine Walrad and Josie Dunbar. That is the 8th team foul. It's going to put Allen Winston at a spot on the court where she's been real comfortable tonight. She is 5 for 5 at the line. The front end rims out this time. You knew that was coming. The old broadcaster's jinx. 11th rebound for Allie Henry, who has not scored this quarter. She's got 23 in the game. I got to think one is going to get involved here pretty soon. Ava Hagan came wide open. You saw how much defensive focus went to Allie Henry on that possession, and it led to a wide open look. Dorn left-hand layups is short. Maddie McCoy with the board. Here come the Indians, trailing by 8 and just about 2.5 to go. Walrad looking around, finds McCoy. They don't have a ton of time to work with. Allie Henry's got it just inside the arc. Back to McCoy, back to Henry. Into the teeth of the defense and forced it up and in. 25 for Henry and a timeout used by Lee Sandy. I told you they're not going away. Clarke's got it back to a 2-possession ball game, 56-50 Chargers. We'll be back. 2 minutes and 19 seconds remain to try to decide this one in regulation. Chariton 56, Clarke 50. We welcome you back to the Charger Dome. We got Chariton's own Charles Barwick on our main camera tonight, the one and only Jimmy Ott II producing for us, and I'm Dewayne Cook on the mic. It's been a fun one. Chariton has held the lead for all of the second half, pretty much a majority of the game, all the way since the early going of the second quarter. But Clarke refuses to wave the white flag. Some pressure here from the Indians, and they cause a travel. McGee hitting the deck, thought she was fouled by McCoy. The call didn't come. The home crowd thought she was fouled too. But the dispute falls on deaf ears. Clarke will take over. Dunbar gives it up left side. Hagan, skip pass for McCoy. Finds Josie at the top of the key. Dunbar into Henry, got behind McGee, got fouled, couldn't get it to go, but a couple more free throws coming for number 1, Allie Henry. And if this comes down to a free throw game, which it very well might with where that score is right now and exactly 2 minutes on the board, Clarke's got to like where they stand. as a season as a whole. Perhaps maybe not this evening as Allie hits the first. She's got 26 now in the game and has hit 7 straight free throws. She's now 8 of 9 and 9 of 10. 4-point game at the Charger Dome, 56-52. The reason I say that, folks, is because Clarke is second in the SEC as a team, 62% free throw shooting. What a drive from Snook. She says, take that for free throw shooting. I'm just going to take it to the rack. 58-52, Mackenzie Snook has matched her jersey number in points. 21 on the board for number 21. She tips a pass out that was intended for Allie Henry. 99 seconds remain. On the flip side of that coin, Chariton, 55% at the line as a team this season. That's 7th in the conference out of 8 schools. McCoy finds Walrad. Jasmine stops at the free throw line. Got it back to Henry. Goes to Ava Hagan. She's going to try a 3. Nah, not tonight. Snook with the rebound. McGee and Chariton, I would imagine the Chargers would certainly like to burn some of that clock. Time is on their side, as is the advantage on the scoreboard. 58-52 with 65 seconds remaining. Snook drives, blocked by Dunbar. What a play from Josie Dunbar, playing with those 4 fouls. Watch her run. Gets to the left of the lane, and Snook took it away. Snook jumped the pass intended for Allie Henry. 5th steal for Mackenzie Snook. What can she not do? And we got a tie-up with McCoy and McGee. Lee Sandy is beside himself. That is twice now that McGee has ended up on the deck due to some on-ball pressure from the Indian defense. And he thought both times McGee was fouled. 58-52, a timeout for Dan Schmidt. And we're going to keep it right here for this break as we've got under 60 seconds to go in this perhaps once again photo finish between these two schools, Chariton and Clarke. That 54-51 win for the Indians back in the conference opener back on December 2nd. They're trying to keep pace up there towards the top of the conference standings. Coming into tonight at 5-2 in South Central Conference play, tied with Knoxville and holding the head-to-head advantage against the Panthers as well. So that has them in second behind the still unbeaten Eddyville-Blakesburg Fremont Rockets to this point, whereas Chariton is also trying to keep pace in the conference with that 3-4 mark. And that logjam we talked about earlier in a tie, technically, for 4th with Davis County and Centerville, although the Mustangs and Redettes both have head-to-head wins against Chariton. Craig Ford is the official automobile dealer of the Iowa Media Network. Check them out online at GoCraig.com. 45 seconds to go. Dunbar back to Maisie McCoy, has her pass that was intended for Ava Hagan tipped by Abby Dorn out of bounds. Clarke can ill afford to waste precious seconds. Sydney Kane comes out, Sophia Swarthout back in for Chariton. Inbounding will be Maddie McCoy. She finds Josie Dunbar. Clarke trails by 6. Dunbar picks up her dribble. Snook is right in the face of Allie Henry, and Hagan threw it away. Wanted to go into Henry and just mailed the pass. For the 17th Clarke turnover. Shot clock is off. 30 seconds remain. We're going to play the foul game. Swarthout gets bumped by McCoy. The second personal on Maddie McCoy. 9th team foul. So it is still the 1-1 here for one more time. And Sophia Swarthout will step to the line for just the 3rd time this year. Jasmine Walrad coming in for Maisie McCoy. She is 2 for 4 on the season. Swarthout. A big front end here. Chariton could not close it out in Osceola with free throw shooting earlier this year, and Swarthout misses the front end. Dunbar's 9th rebound. They got to push it ahead quick. Walrad Still looking. Dunbar, Josie almost lost the dribble, got it away. McCoy for three. She hits it. Big shot, Maddie McCoy. Now all 5 starters have scored for Clarke. And guess what? It's a one-possession game. 58-55, under 16 seconds remain. It's a 30-second break. We're going to take it to. Hold on to your seats. We'll be right back to the Charger Dome. What a time to hit your first bucket of the game, Maddie McCoy. 58-55, Chariton, 16 seconds remain. Snook trying to find an inbound outlet, gets to Allen Winston, back to Snook, and McKenzie will be fouled by Allie Henry. That's the third on the junior, 10th team foul, so Snook will get 2 free throws. She is 3 for 5 tonight, stuck on 21 points at the moment. Even one here would make it a 2-possession game with just under 13 seconds to go. The first falls in. 22 for Snook, a big one there. Coach Sandy of Chariton will pull his Chargers back off the line. Jasmine Walrad's going to come in for an offense for defense switch with Maisie McCoy. Snook to try to make it 5. Does. Hung up there for a minute, but she's hit her last 3 free throws. Allie Henry ahead. Stops, hands it back. Hagan, they can't take a lot of time here. Ava forces it up way off the mark. An air ball miss, and that will be about all she wrote. With 4 seconds to go, this time it appears the Chargers will be able to hang on to a late lead against the Indians. Addie McGee gets the pass ahead from Snook's, going to hang on to it, let the air out of the basketball, and the final horn will sound as Chariton does get their revenge against the squad from down Highway 34, beating Clarke the second time around this season, 60-55, to improve to 6-5 on the year, get back to an even 500 in conference at 4-4, while Clarke drops to 7-4 and 5-3 in the SEC. Well, if our nightcap is anything like the first chapter of the evening, we're in for a treat. Stick around in a separate broadcast here on Go SEC TV. It's the boys meeting between Clarke and Chariton. That will be coming up here with coverage starting in just a mere few minutes right here live on Go SEC TV.